Hello, welcome back. Sorry, this is a bit of a stark contrast to where the game left off in the last video. But I had to clear off the old recordings from the last video because in that half an hour it had filled up 100 gigabytes of my hard drive. So something has to be done. Well, something has to be done about that. I had to stop. Factor them all down into a YouTube-sized video, save them up, and then delete all the original recordings, and then restart where I left off. I actually set to save the game and restart it just for this last final push. It shouldn't take longer than 10 minutes, I suppose, but I just didn't have the space on the hard drive. 100 gigabytes, or as I like to call them, gigabytes. Doc what's his name reference from Back to the Future there. I was like, it's more fun to use a soft G as opposed to a G sound. So let's see where we left off. I don't usually save on these kind of things. They're supposed to be done in 45 minutes if the time is anything to go by. Then again, I did waste lots of time telling people how the game works. Yeah, so you move over there. You build me a city. Ooh. I don't arrive yet. I'm not ready for you. Yeah, this is the way sedentary living beats nomadic living. Just by just taking up land and stuff. Wow, I have a second army. Cool. As I recall, everything was more or less set up. Whoa, don't stack yet, I'm not ready. So, hold on a second. I wish you could do that in sort of real battles. Just sort of stop the action, get a few people in that tower. You lot move out. Oh, destroyed one of the supply wagons. Okay, so without the fort up, at least I've got a tower. Oh, don't charge into the phalanxes. What they're designed for. Also, you leave the fort alone. I'm building that. I noticed that the workers take damage if they're building their attacking comes under attack. But that's okay because he's healing. In fact, after taking through all that effort, I've finished now. Oh well, that's part 4. I could have just merged it all into one part 3 really, but I didn't deal with it. Yeah, so there we go. There's the Pampas regions. Really, it's kind of chilly down there. Well, the Pampas region is all. I don't know. I'm no expert on South America. Now we're going to continue to the strategic map. I'll discuss plans for Oh, a very risk-esque move there. By unifying a continent, you get tribute. Tribute is used to sort of forge alliances and buy cards and... No, I intend to conquer you at some point. Wait, no, yes. No. No. You're wondering why I've gone for the Aztecs. It's because a bit of help. They'll be there to help me take on the mayor, which would be my first proper conquest. You know, the conquest of an actual place. Oh yeah, each army can move one territory once per turn, kind of thing. So you've got to move them along quite quickly, or else a lot of them get left behind. And if you take a capital, that's that player out of the game, and you seize all of their territories. Say if I was to take out the Lakota here, you would automatically gain these territories as well. It's a very cost-effective way of gaining a large swathe of territory. But as I say, it can leave your armies well behind. I'm not actually gaining any particular benefit from taking the main capital, apart from the main oath of fealty, which means that for one battle I would gain all the benefits of being Mayan, which are pretty decent actually. Very good defensive bonuses. A lot of hit points for the buildings, and towers fire more arrows and stuff like that. Oh yeah, for a certain amount of tribute you can buy a tribute that increases by 40 tribute every time. So it's for 30 tribute I can buy a card, and the next time it's 17, then 110, 140. You can get a card, and these cards, the ones with the blue thing up and down them, affect the games tactically on the battle mode. The ones with the sort of brown, the rust coloured, I suppose that's rust. Look at the kind of the pinkish rusty pink kind of coloured things affect on the strategic map, and are really quite powerful. For instance, I could get a Wonder of the World card and use it to build a Wonder of the World. Since we're in the medieval age, it'll be limited to wonders of the classical and medieval periods. Each age has 2 wonders associated with it, and they're rather, well, wonderful really. They confer benefits to your faction in much the same way as they would do in Civ. And in the tactical mode, and generally when it's not Conquer the World, you can build as many as you want, but they do get very expensive. And this one, the only way you get wonder bonuses is if you sort of get lucky with cards like that, or you capture certain provinces that give you them. Well, some places they just start with wonders, like the Egyptians and the Americans. I think that was added just so that there'd be more wonders in the game. And of course, some certain tiles offer Wonder of the World as a incentive for conquering the province. Can't find any at the moment. Oh yeah, oh well, no, it's treachery. Treachery is quite good. You get to basically just steal a territory. Plus you're at war with a person, of course, but very useful. I don't think there are any Wonder of the World cards, which is a terrible shame. Well, the easy way of doing it is to look for the world wonders. No, so I'm rather fortunate in that take a place out there and I can build the Colossus, or I can build nothing at all. I'm not going to go for it because the population limit is not particularly useful in one-on-one battles of the type that you usually fight. In the main games, or general skirmish, population cap is very limiting. Commerce limit for wealth of timber by 50, increases wealth rate by 30. The Incans are all about wealth, so I can create my own wealth really. I'm not in the medieval period, I'm still in the classical age. Oh, do that. So what I'm going to do now is actually going to fight a person now rather than, well, another civilization as opposed to barbarians. Because if you don't, your game doesn't progress anywhere. Now I can't take any easy capitals that will net me a large amount of land. In fact, it's going to be quite slim pickings for the next few centuries. I'm going to take on the Mayans, and after the Mayans, the Aztecs. Or if the Spanish declare war, I can go on Spanish. It depends if that's any good. Coffee? I guess so. And then move way up to North America. If we get the entirety of the Americas, it gets some more tribute, probably 60. I don't know, there'd be a lot more options for conquest if I was in Europe. You just look at all those various people I can conquer. Trouble is that because we're all capital provinces in and of themselves don't give you any bonuses. Like this, they have supply centres, rare resources, or cards, or tributes, or whatever. The capital provinces only give you the oath of fealty of the person that you're conquering, and after that, give you nothing. So, for the sake of keeping it interesting, we're going to have a bit of warfare, and we're going to attack the Incas with the help of the Aztecs, who are good friends and allies. See if there's any more cards I can buy. Oh, I can buy treachery. Right, how much will that cost? 70. How much does it cost to declare war on the Incas? 22. Okay, I'll declare on the Maya, or the Mayans. So declare war on the Mayans. Buy a treachery card. I'll use that later on to take over West Africa, or to take over here so I can attack the Lakota. Get them out of the game because they're an irritating faction. Nothing wrong with the Native Americans as such, but the Native American factions, or Indigenous Peoples of America factions in this game are quite irritating. Their bonuses are kind of off the wall to sort of reflect the cultural differences between Europeans and Indigenous Peoples of America, or Indians, or whatever, Native Americans. Sorry, that's a bit off course there. Yeah, all right, yeah, gameplay. So I'm going to stop this one now. Ooh, what a tease! And part 3. Yeah, part 3. We'll see us take on the Mayans. See you next time.